Hello, this is Olivier coming up with a new video. This video is a kind of a follow-up from a video I did a couple of months ago where I was showing a jazz collection that I acquired. I'm still pretty new into jazz. I don't know a lot about jazz, but I discovered a lot with this collection. And the guy contacted me then weeks later, and he had some more records to sell. So I went back and I bought some more records to him. I will show you what I bought. I mean, the first part, a few records are non-jazz related, but were as well in the collection. Then there is a big stack of jazz with different things, different genre. And I will finish with some records from Blue Notes and yeah, maybe as well there potentially. And you know, you will let me know some grail. So again, thank you for watching. If you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate your subscription. Any comments are really welcome. Leave me a thumbs up. Tell me about what you think about the records I'm showing. Give me some tips as well, because as I said, jazz is still new to me. So we are starting with a box set. So that's Lead Belly's box set. It's coming with 2 records. And this box set, there is as well a booklet inside which explains a bit the story of the artist, because I didn't know Lead Belly. He's a blues artist, right, from the early 20th century, and this album was recorded in 1953. It's not a great recording, I mean quality wise. It was recorded in a studio, or not in a studio, it was recorded in an apartment in New York. And yeah, but at the end it's a piece of history, right, because it was not supposed to be his last sessions, but it became his last session because he passed away some time later. So I was happy to find this one. Another record which was there is the Deep South Singers. So that's kind of a gospel soul band from Alabama, and that's Woodridge, so it's a private label. I think, look, yeah, I checked online on Discog, there are only a few people having this record. I guess they didn't issue a lot. I guess they were kind of touring the church in Alabama and selling the records there. But honestly, a really, really good record. I was really pleased with this one because it's kind of gospel, but again, with a big touch of soul, which I really like. Next record is a soul record as well, Oviv Wright and Memphis Unlimited, and that comes on this Backbeat label. And then the last one, non-jazz related, is Fazeo, Good Funk, and that's more of a funk record. A good one as well. Now we are getting to the jazz section. I listened to most of these records. I didn't listen to all of them so far. So starting with Wynton Kelly, and coming in the back door, which comes on this Verve label. Next one is the Roy Merriweather Trio, Soup and Onions, on the Columbia label. And this one came signed by Roy Merriweather, right? So if you look at, yeah, you can see here, right, the signature of the artist. Next one, the best band of the year, Woody Herman. Yeah, I listened to this one. It's good album. Comes on the Philips label. I pretty liked it. Then we come to some more renowned band, the Dave Brubeck Quartet, and obviously this album is super famous from them. It's a really good album. Comes on the Columbia Six Eyes label. Another Dave Brubeck Quartet album, Time Changes, as well on the Columbia label. Richard Groove Holmes, and that's a promo record on the High Fidelity Pacific Jazz label. And you see the stamp as well here, right? And it comes on this gatefold sleeve, right? So nice pictures of the band, and a good album in general. I listened to it, I pretty liked it. Then we are getting more to the Latin jazz, kind of, I think you call that. That's Gets Gilberto with Live at Carnegie Hall. And that's as well coming on the Verve label, the yellow one, which is a promotional copy of this album. Then a really good album, Miles Davis, The Man with the Horn, and that comes on this Columbia label. I really like this one, really good album. Then Johnny Hodges, Wild Bill Davis, Wings and Things, comes as well on this yellow Verve, which is again promotional copy. You see it right here, it says disc jockey record not for sale, right? So I guess all the yellow Verve label would be promotional label. Then the Hub of Hubbard, that comes on this nice BASF label, and it's as well a Gatefold cover with again some nice pictures inside the cover. Solid album, really solid album as well. Next, John Hick in concert, and that comes on this Teresa. Never heard about this label, probably kind of a private label. Then Billy Cobham on the Atlantic label. Art Farmer on the Scepter Records label. This is a good album as well, I really liked it. Here another promotional copy of Kenny Burrell. Comes again on this yellow Verve label. There were quite some promotional albums in the stack. Next one, Johnny Little, People in Love. This one comes on the Milestone label. Really good album. Next one, again a promotional copy. Jimmy McGriff and Groove Holmes, and yeah, it's kind of organ-driven album, which I kind of like, and yeah, nice cover as well. And yeah, it's a Groove Marchand. I mean, that's the label. Never heard about that. Next one, the Soulful String, which is kind of a compilation, I believe, but as well, good album, really good condition, still in the shrink. Another artist which I knew already, Ahmad Jamal with Happy Moods, and that comes on the Blue Argo label. And to finish this first part, the Roger Kellaway Trio, which comes on this Prestige label. Then we are going now to the stack with the Blue Note Records. So the first one is the incredible Jimmy Smith Open House. So I had already this album in stereo, but that's a mono promotional copy. So was really pleased to find this one. I compared both album, and the mono album sounds, in my view, much better. Next one, Elvin Jones, Live at the Lighthouse, which is a really great live album, double album, yeah, on this Blue Note label as well, and comes on this nice gatefold cover. So yeah, Elvin Jones, I really like this one. I didn't know them at all, and yeah, I discovered as many other artists, right, with this collection. This one I had already, I mean, from these artists, at least albums from the last collection, Lou Donaldson, which is Sassy Soul Strut, and that comes as well on this Blue Note label. So these Blue Notes I think are more from the 70s. The other ones that you have seen are or from before 60s or later, because they came back in the 80s as well with the classic Blue Note label. And then I saw online how to figure out, you know, which, you know, kind of which press these Blue Notes are, right? Because there were many press, obviously different press. So for the people who know Blue Note, it's highly collectible, but mainly the ones, the early ones, right? Next one, Horace Silver, which I knew as well as an artist. I had already an album from Horace Silver, and that comes as well on his gatefold cover. And I think this is an issue from the 80s, something like that. Yeah. You see here the label. Next one, Ronnie Foster, Sweet Revival, and comes again on this 70s Blue Note label. Now the last one, which was in the stack, and you know, I mean, I was first not really impressed because it's pretty in bad shape, right? When you look at the cover, it's John Coltrane, Blue Train. I have already this album. That's probably now my third copy probably, yeah. And you know, look at the cover. It's, you know, not in good shape, as I said. And the record itself is kind of VG, right? But it's a mono press, and it's a press, I think, from '62, which is technically the second press from the mono version, right? And yeah, apparently, if you look at Discogs, not many people have this album. Many people are looking for it. Yeah, condition obviously is not great, as you can see. However, I was really surprised because I compared this one with a later version I have from the 80s, and which is a stereo version, and I must say this one sounds much better. Yeah, unfortunately, again, not in the greatest condition. The first side, there are some pops and cracks. The side 2 plays much better. But again, the sound itself, if you put the pops and everything on the side, is really, really good. So I'm sure a promo version from this album, an original version, mono version in good condition must be fantastic. So yeah, that was a catch up on this latest video. So as I said before, if you like the video, I would appreciate you to give me a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, I would appreciate your subscription as well. Leave me a comment. It's always great to read your comment and reply to them. Give me some advice. Again, I'm new into jazz, so if anything you want to comment or give me guidance on what I should buy or listen to, just let me know. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye.